Check it, check, mic, check. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, troops, wherever you are in the world, and welcome back to the channel, Mark. That's me, my words. As always, before doing this very quick video, please continue to hit the subscribe button down there. And if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Here we are, troops. Monday, the 7th of November, 2022. Another meme stock video to get us into the week. And it's not good news, is it? Last week was absolutely brutal. Like, I've not seen it like that. Really, even these big drops, like I just wasn't expecting that last week at all. We got above that AMC, we got above that 640 area. We were building a nice little bit of momentum, and we have just been hammered. Obviously, what came out last week? Oh, interest rates, wasn't it? And the Fed giving no indication of easing up on that going forward. So that was playing on the market. I think we've got CPI data coming out this week as well. So it is what it is, troops. But we had a low of 542 on Friday, and we have not been that low since all the way back here in, May of 2021. So that's like 18 months, troops. That's a low, an 18-month low, back to where we were a year and a half ago. So take from that what you will. Obviously, this is all pre-split, but it was not pretty at all. And what are we seeing from the community? There's a lot of discontent. I can see that much, that's for sure. A lot of people are now asking Adam Aaron to, what's going on? What are we doing here? So it is what it is, troops, I'm afraid. There's no easy way to say it, and there's no point trying to butter it up. Everybody got into this knowing that you could lose everything. I'm not saying you're going to lose everything. I'm not going to say it's going to rocket. My belief is still there. I'm still holding my position. I think when you look at, what's going on around the market, and when you look at how these tickers are trading, it's clear there's something going on that we don't know about. It's clear there's things going on in the background, and that stocks are being moved around and manipulated. It's clear as day for me. So my conviction doesn't change, but I can understand why a lot of people now are starting to say, well, hang on a minute, how long does this continue for? Well, I got into it knowing that it's not going to be an easy play, so that's where my conviction is. And the same is over on APE. Again, not an easy week. We have not hit a low on that yet. We have been lower, but that cup and handle formation didn't play out from a technical point of view, so we can get rid of that. There we go. We're just, from its launch and its high at 1050, it's been nothing but down, troops. So, you've got to wonder, where's the value in this? I've not seen any news about whether they've finished diluting, whether they've even done some dilution off the back of this. So I'm not sure what's going on there. If you've seen anything, let me know in the comments, because I'll be really interested in it. But it is what it is, troops, and people are making a decision. Do you stay or do you go? It's up to you guys. GameStop, exactly the same last week. We knew this was coming. We knew that they were setting us up for something above $30. It was all a little bit too obvious, wasn't it? And that's what we got last week. We got that run up to just under $35. One theory I have seen is that GME, there was that borrow of all those, 100 million plus shares that Ortex were reporting, and still haven't come back as far as what I've seen and given an explanation, or a feasible explanation as to what was going on there. But one theory I did say was they knew that these swaps were going to roll over. They knew that Credit Suisse were going to have to do some covering, so they've borrowed the shares to be immediately able to short it back down when it started running, as Credit Suisse was dealing with those swaps. And that's one theory that I actually can buy into. I could see why they were trying to do that. But again, they slammed us down all week. But what I will say is, for GME, we haven't lost anything. We're still in that channel. We're still in that tight range there, from 23 up to around about $27.50. $24 to $27.50. So when you look at it like that, okay, we had a couple of days where we were up, but we finished the week pretty much where we finished the previous week. So nothing ventured, nothing gained, no loss really. We all know there's something going on, and it's just a matter of time for it to play out, troops. But everything we've said is playing out. Everything now that comes out. The guy saying, "Oh, if this goes above 30, it'll be parabolic." Well, it went to 35, not exactly parabolic, but it's almost like they're forewarning us that this is going to happen, and as if they're putting the narrative out there that once it's gone above 30 and come back down again, that's going to be it. And there will be traders that look at that and go, "Hang on a minute, I got in at 28 and I got out at 35. Okay, you're a trader. That's what you did." You made some money. Good for you. Do I think that that's the squeeze over? That's about all I can say on that. My conviction here certainly hasn't changed. So yeah, that's where we're at, troops. As I said, I think CPI is out this week, so I'll be keeping an eye out for that. But the market is the market, and it's the same the world over. And there's a lot going on. There's a lot of influence. And they're reaping the benefit. They're reaping not benefits. They're reaping what they've sown over the last few years. That's my honest belief. You've got people like Christine Lagarde from the European Central Bank, the ex-head of the International Monetary Fund, who sat down in an interview and said, "Yeah, inflation, it's just kind of appeared." No, what? As these people are meant to be some of the smartest financial minds on the planet, apart from the fact she's a convicted fraudster, and they're coming out with statements like that. And I just sit here and I think, how do you even justify your job and your salary? When you're coming out, it just kind of appeared out of nowhere. What are you even talking about, woman? Everybody was saying from the very beginning, not everybody, but a lot of people were saying from the very beginning, printing all this money is going to be an absolute disaster. And guess what? It's an absolute disaster. Okay, so, I know they talk about it being a global problem and, trying to justify their own domestic situation. The simple fact is politicians made decisions which they did no assessment of whatsoever. It was a full knee-jerk reactions for however many years, however many millions of dollars and pounds and euros, whatever, just print. And nobody had the foresight to sit there and say, well, this might not look good in a couple of years' time. They were more interested in, pushing the narrative. And take from that what you will. But anyway, that's my little rant for this Monday morning. As always, troops, I go into the week full of optimism. I'm monitoring the forums. I'm seeing what's going on. I'm reading the theories, and I'm really quite enjoying it. So that's it from me. Do take from that what you will. As always, I do wish you all a great week ahead, and wherever you are, do take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, troops.